Hi, Bryan. What are you up to this weekend? Do you want to go for a long bike ride since it will be sunny?
No, I can't. I've got a 4-hour run planned for Saturday.
What the heck? 4-hour run? Why in the hell would you want to run for 4 hours?
Because I am training for my ultra marathon this spring. I will be running a 50-mile race through trails without stopping. The only way to prepare is to put time on my feet doing very long runs.
Wow, that is very impressive. How about Sunday? I think the weather will be good then also. We can make the ride a little shorter since I'm sure you will be sore from your 4-hour run on Saturday. The weather will be too nice this weekend not to get out on the bike.
Actually, I doubt I will be that sore. I've been training for about 1.5 years now, and I no longer get that sore after my long runs. I used to have to take ibuprofen for the aches and pains after long runs, but now, I don't need it. My body has gotten used to the abuse.
Oh, really? That is fascinating. I find this amazing. What do you eat on these long outings? Don't you run out of energy after an hour or two?
Absolutely not. I have gotten the science of my caloric intake down to near perfection. On long runs I typically only eat vanilla and chocolate goo packs. They are by far the best flavors. On last summer's Cascade Crest 100-mile ultra, I ate around 80 of these goo packs with other snacks from time to time. My body has gotten so efficient that when I go on hikes and other athletic trips with my friends, they need to eat much sooner and more often than I do. They are not as trained as I am. I don't need it.
Wow! I think you would gag from eating that many goo packs. It almost seems as if it could be hard on your digestive system. Did you know there's been recent research that excessive exercise and running could be bad for your heart? I bet there are other facets to running that long that are very hard on your body as well. So, you never answered if you will want to cycle on Sunday. It sounds like you will be just fine after your Saturday run.
I believe that with proper training, it is not hard on your body at all. Over time, your body adapts to the abuse. For example, my feet are one amazingly beautiful callus. My wife always tells me that I need to get a pedicure for my disgusting feet, but I think they are a thing of beauty, resulting from my miles on the trail. I have had to earn those nasty feet. During last summer's Cascade Crest 100-mile ultra, I never had to change my socks or shoes, not even once, after 22 hours of running. I will not be able to cycle on Sunday either. I will need to do an easy recovery run. Sticking to my training and recovery program is essential, and unfortunately a long ride will not work into the schedule. Sunday I will go for a short run and eat good fats to allow my body to properly recover and strengthen.
Oh bummer. Don't you get lonely running every weekend by yourself?
No way, man. I used to be able to take Tom, my Siberian Husky, on my runs with me, but he is no longer up to the challenge. On longer runs, he began to shake violently and hide from me in the bushes. I tried to give him doggy energy treats, but it did not fix the problem. He's just not physically up for the big runs. Lately, I have been running with other local ultramarathoners. It is valuable training with other runners who have experience with ultras. They not only provide company, but valuable tips to make my race times better.
Well, isn't that peachy? What sort of tips have you gotten from the other ultra runners?
Simple little things can make a big difference in making you faster and more efficient. One of the most valuable things I've learned is taking small, quick strides makes a huge difference over many miles. I feel like after several hours of running with these little steps, I turn into a trail-devouring machine. Other tips the other runners have provided include downhill running technique, water purification, and a few other good tidbits.
Small steps? Wow, that sounds like rocket science. What kind of water purification tips have you used? Since you run in the Pacific Northwest, can't you just drink water from streams?
No. It's too risky to drink water straight from streams. You can end up with giardia or crypto. I would not want to waste months of training to end up sick in bed for a couple weeks. Instead, I use a device called a SteriPin. This kills bugs in the water utilizing ultraviolet light. It's quite efficient and only weighs a few ounces in my running vest.
Interesting. What other kind of special gear do you use?
Very little, really. I have specific shoes I found that I like, but they are just basic trail running shoes. I do not need Gore-Tex shoes because my amazingly beautiful gnarly feet can get wet and I don't even notice it. I also use special recovery compression socks I wear at night after long runs. They squish my legs and allow them to feel strong the next day. These compression socks, combined with my post-run recovery drink, allows me to feel fresh as a daisy the next day. It's very incredible. I also use arm coolers. They basically are high-tech material sleeves I can pull up and rip off as my temperature fluctuates during a run.
Compression stockings. Ha! That is quite comical. You have to be bloody kidding me. What other outlandish secrets do you have to allow you to get in top form for these ridiculous runs?
These techniques are not outlandish. They really work to improve performance. For another example, I currently go to a massage therapist that gives my legs deep tissue massage. This improves my flexibility and helps my muscles and tendons repair themselves. Another vital component for ultra training is my super detailed training diary. I record my training on attackpoint.com. This allows me to learn from my training regimen and figure out what has worked well and what has not. It also provides some funny running memories. For example, last week I was reading one of my training entries from 6 months ago. I had to stop and poop in the bushes on a long run because I was out running for so long. I had gotten to code red and had to drop the stinky bum or I would have shat in my running shorts. Good times.
You really have a screw loose. I have an idea for something that will help you also. It's called a psychotherapist. They might help you realize you've gone a little, how should we say, overboard. This can't be healthy.
No way, dude. Don't be one of the haters. People judge ultra trail runners. It's really stupid. Like in the summer, when I pass dozens of hikers on my scenic trail runs. They glare at me and leave trip reports about how we ruin their wilderness hiking experience. Maybe they should try dropping 20 pounds, then they could cover half as many miles as me on a trail run. They are just jealous, because they will never be an efficient trail devouring machine like myself.
Okay, perhaps. But you are an extremist. What is the longest run you have done so far? How did it go?
The longest run I have done is the Cascade Crest 100-mile ultra marathon I just mentioned. It was last August and is 100 miles long with over 20,000 feet of elevation gain. I finished 12th out of 116 runners. It took me 22 hours and 56 minutes to finish. Since I took such painstaking care in my intense training, I finished strong with an 8-minute mile pace the last 5 miles. All Cascade Crest finishers receive super cool oversized belt buckles to show off how amazing they are. You cannot really understand how cool the belt buckle really is unless you've earned one.
Okay, man, you are too cool for cycling this weekend. I get it. I'll enjoy the sunny weather with somebody else. Have fun devouring the trail. If you are lucky, you can drop another stinky bomb and have another good laugh in your training diary. You are a callous-footed nut job.